Located in the Media Arts Lab of the Anderson Library, the Game and Media Entertainment Developers Student Organization is a community for UW-Whitewater students who love gaming, known commonly as Gamed. It gives members a place to explore and collaborate with others who share the same interests, whether an experienced developer or someone who's just curious about how games are made. One of Game's biggest strengths is showcasing the many sides of game development.
We do things like workshops, talks where we have people from the industry come in and talk about their experience in game dev. And we also do game jams, which is sort of our biggest event, where it's for an entire weekend for 48 hours. Everyone comes together and makes games based on a given theme. And it's just a really great way to get to know other game developers. Designers are sort of in charge of, to put it simply, designing the game, sort of making things like levels, figuring out how certain mechanics are going to work, and that sort of thing. Programmers, they focus on programming the game, essentially making sure that it actually functions. Artists, they need to make art for the game, whether that's 2D or 3D, whether it's animations or just still images. And then writers also, if the game has a story, sort of figuring out how it's going to be.
But Gamed is more than just producing playable games. It hosts workshops that emphasize hands-on growth and focus on real-world skills. These sessions help bridge the gap between academic learning and professional development, giving students valuable tools they can immediately apply to their own projects and be prepared for the expectations of the gaming industry.
I just feel like I learn a lot from workshops. One of the workshops we did recently was a workshop about actual business cards and how you can use them to actually explain more about yourself and how you do work. If I had to say what a really valuable experience was in a workshop specifically, the 3D modeling workshop that we did was really impactful because I really struggled personally with creating and modeling different characters and different environment pieces within it. And I feel that the information they shared in that workshop really helped me in my game development career.
I like the workshops too, just to remind myself how to make things. Sometimes we get so into it that we forget how to get back to basics, but getting back to basics is so important to remind us how to actually design. You can get too big-headed in your ideas and kind of lose the process in that way. So I feel like we offer that to students, especially people learning.
It's about learning how to navigate the game development space, not only just as, like I said, from a technical level, making games, but also from a industry perspective for networking and resource building. So yeah, there's a lot of good information to get from attending.
The organization also provides panels for students to get an inside look at the industry's diverse subfields. These panels help members see how each role contributes to the final experience and discover paths they may not have considered before.
It kind of helped me to see how important the other parts are as well, especially in game development, specifically designers. Designers are a lot more important. You can have a designer work on maybe something that may seem small, like a piece of UI for a long time, but they perfect that thing and they make it polished and they make sure that it works exactly and looks exactly as it should so that the game works perfectly. Artists as well, it was really great to just understand really the process they go through and all the technical different things that they struggle with or have to work around.
And then there's the event that turns ideas into reality.
I think global game jams are just a really nice piece to put on my portfolio. And that's the main reason that I go to them, is because it allows companies and places that I'm applying for to actually look at what I'm doing, rather than just being oh, I participated in making things or I made this art and not showing it off in an actual game setting. I think it's much more valuable to apply yourself in a game that is fully or even semi-functioning, because it shows that you can actually apply what you're working with.
It's great for just building upon skills that you either haven't used before or are still trying to hone. It's really a great time because it forces you to work in a limited time span on just a focused project.
At the same time, Gamed recognizes that it may not be all about technical skills. It's also about navigating college for new members to ensure that they choose the right classes and find the right direction. What truly defines Gamed is the sense of community. where its people are driven by a shared love for creating something together in a supportive and an inclusive environment.
It's just a nice place to hang out, and you can find something to do, find projects to work on. It's nice, just nice to meet people, nice to do things.
You should probably like game development to come to the club, but that aside, there's so much to learn just in terms of working in an interdisciplinary team. You know, learning how to build those soft skills to communicate with others. There's certain events that we do that are just to give the newer members that join an opportunity, again, to make connections here, to build friends that, yes, is helpful for the club itself, but can also persist outside.
Having a club here is so fundamental in having that first location, even if you don't stick with it all 4 years. But like being able to find your people in a place is the key of what Gamed does for students.
In game development, if you can't work with others, you can't work at all. Sure, people can work by themselves, but us as a club and as a community, we love helping new members.